Here in a story a little bit later, but Dane is, of course, the fastest growing county in Wisconsin. But the money needed to run Dane County isn't quite there. The county is facing a $31 million deficit for 2026. Our Ellie LaLiberte speaks one-on-one with the county executive tonight about what might have caused that gap.
A structural deficit of $31 million is the reason 911 operators like Hannah are here.
Yesterday, our director had a conversation with supervisors saying that their jobs are not safe, and I'm concerned about that.
Wednesday night, County Executive Melissa Agard held a listening session to hear public comment on the deficit.
It has been well over a decade, probably a decade and a half, since Dane County has faced a structural deficit of this level.
The county is partly blaming the deficit on rising operational costs, a lack of funding from the state, inflation, and federal funding uncertainty. But I asked Agard if that's all that's causing the deficit or if there was anything the county could have done to avoid it.
I wasn't here as the county executive to navigate my way through previous budgets. What I do know as the current county executive is that my community holds me to a high standard, and it is my job to be fiscally responsible with the tax dollars that are entrusted to us.
I also asked if there were any one-time federal COVID relief funds used that have now run their course. Agard again saying she's new to the role.
I mean, I have an idea of what was done, but you can also...
Agard says top priorities are public health, human services, emergency response, and environmental stability. To uphold those priorities, the county is asking departments to prepare a budget with a 4% reduction, which could help cut the deficit in half. But for Hannah, the concern is that the 4% cut could cut staff.
It's a stressful position, mainly because of the work that we do. But I think that if there was more efforts into retention, we wouldn't be having to spend so much money on the turnover of the communicators on the floor.
Agard says she's working to prevent staffing cuts.
We have a long road ahead of us,
but knows there will be other challenges. Reporting in Madison, Ellie LaLiberte, News 3 Now.
Ellie, thank you. Now, this is the beginning of the budget process. The county executive's proposal is due in October. The final budget won't be adopted until the end of November. And state budget talks between the governor and Assembly Republicans have now come to a standstill. Speaker Robin Vos says meetings both last night and this morning show both sides are far apart. The Joint Committee on Finance will now craft the state budget without input from the governor. State Democrats say the decision to move away from bipartisan negotiations will create more uncertainty.